Hi, now this little video is designed to answer the question, when do I prepare my slides for a talk, on or offline? Which may sound a fairly dumbass question to some of you, but bear with me. By the way, I'm Michael Trigg, the Presentation Maestro, and if this is your first time on my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Now, have you ever noticed how so often we do things because it's always been done that way, or because everybody else does them? And this, what we're talking about, falls into that category. Now, sometimes that's really useful, like driving on the correct side of the road. Fairly bloody useful thing to do. But some things, I think, need questioning, just challenging, saying, why do we do it this way? And this is one of them. Now, if you say to somebody, oh, I'd love you to give a presentation, the first thing that comes into most people's brains is, I've got to make a deck of slides. And they create a deck of slides, often at length. And then they may work out how to talk around them, but often they don't. And they just go with the slides and their voice as the voice accompaniment. I'd like to suggest a different way to you. A talk is rather like a journey. If you were going to take a journey somewhere in your car for the first time, to somewhere you'd never been before, you'd probably put the postcode into the sat-nav or your smartphone. And it's similar in a talk. Every talk needs an aim, a purpose, a direction. And to work out what their purpose is, you just ask yourself the simple question, what do I want my audience to think or feel or do differently as a result of listening to me? And you nail that first, before even thinking about a slide. Then you do your agenda, which supports the aim, and then you flesh out the agenda, which becomes the main body of the talk. And last of all, create your slides. Not only will you have less of them, but you'll have a decent structure and aim for a talk. And if anybody gives you a deck of slides saying, here, you can use these, I've done them for you, please feel free to amend them, change them, move the order around, even change the structure of them around, so that it's in your voice and it suits your manner and your style. Because it is very difficult to talk convincingly and fluently from somebody else's slides. So in summary, when do you create your slides for a talk, on or offline? At the end, the very last thing you do. And again, if this is your first time on my channel, do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one.